All right, so it's Monday morning. Like I said last week, Monday and Thursday are my lift days. But I already got a run in this morning. I did 10 miles. Headed to the gym now with my wife and kids. Really love lifting with my wife. It's a blessing. So I'm excited to do it. But for this week, well, first before I get into the plan for this week, to recap last week, I got 70 miles in. The goal was 80, but I had to take yesterday off. In my videos last week, I mentioned that I'm coming back from like an Achilles flare-up, an Achilles injury. So it flared up a little bit after my long run on Saturday. So rather than pushing things on Sunday, I decided to take the day off to kind of just give it a chance to kind of rest, so I could resume with full volume and everything this week. And that's what I did. It's feeling a lot better today. Back in my earlier days of training, in my less mature days of training, I would have pushed through and not taken a day off, because I would have thought that, you know, if I missed a day, oh no, all my progress is going to go way downhill. I'm not going to be pushing forward towards my goals. Just a lot of negative mindset stuff would have happened, and I would have tried to run through my injury, and probably would have aggravated it more and prolonged the injury more. But now, being a lot smarter and a lot more mature in my training, I'm a lot more patient. And I know that trying to nip an injury at the very beginning before it blossoms into anything bigger than that is the way to go. It's the way to be most consistent, and it's I think the smartest way to kind of approach a flare-up like that. So I took yesterday off, went for a walk instead, a nice little stroll, and just got to enjoy and soak in the time outside a little bit more, and I really love that. And it was Father's Day yesterday, so I just got to enjoy some extra time with the family, which was great. But today is Monday. It's a new day. It's a new week. Hitting it hard again. I got a lift today. The goal is to hit 80 miles this week. So I got 10 in this morning, and headed to the gym now. I'll give you guys a little bit of a peek into my Monday strength training sessions, as well as I want to talk a little bit about what to do for an Achilles flare-up. What can we do in the gym to kind of help strengthen and help the Achilles kind of heal up? So I'm gonna dive into that a little bit. So I'll catch you guys at the gym. All right, getting ready to head into the gym to crush a workout. So the plan for today is to do some speed deadlifts, followed by heavy deadlifts, then some Bulgarian split squats and step ups, and then a little bit of core, and then I'll finish up with calves, which I'm going to talk about some of that eccentric training that was going to talk about. So I'm going to jump into a warm up and then head straight into speed deadlifts. I'll see you guys in. My wife forgot the chalk today, so my hands are a little sweaty. So the weight's slipping a little bit, but doing the best I can. as promised, I'm gonna take you through some eccentric calf raises. And the reason I'm doing eccentric calf raises today is, like I said, I'm battling a little bit of Achilles flare-up, and there's a lot of research that shows heavy eccentric training is the best way to kind of rehab this exercise without causing increased inflammation or increased irritation. So when we run and we push off the ground, we're performing a concentric motion with our at our ankle joint with our calf, all right? And so if I were to do, since I'm doing that repetitively when I'm running already, if I were to sit here and do a bunch of concentric calf raises, that's only going to further irritate the problem. So what we need to do is we need to strengthen it in reverse. And so what's going to happen is I'm gonna use both legs to kind of push the weight out, and I'm gonna slowly control the weight back down eccentrically. And I can do this pretty heavily because you can handle more weight eccentrically than you can concentrically, right? And so if we can strengthen that, like I said, research shows that this is the best way to kind of rehab an Achilles kind of irritation or injury. So this is kind of this is what it looks like, all right? So I'm gonna use both legs to push this weight out. I'm working my left leg here, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and take my right foot off, but I'm gonna keep my left foot pointed. So I'm in that flexed, concentric kind of position there. And what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna slowly dorsiflex my foot, bring my toe to my face, and I'm gonna slowly control that weight, all right? So that's as far as I can go. And then from there, I'm gonna push back, not with this leg, but with both legs. I'm gonna push back out and kind of restart that pattern. All right, so it's nice and slowly coming back in. Use both legs. And I'm just gonna do about 6 or 8 reps here like this, nice and slow. All right, so if you don't have access to this kind of unique machine, you could also do this with a leg press machine, a horizontal leg press machine like this with the platform out in front of you, or you could do a vertical leg press machine. Either way is gonna really allow you to kind of get that full stretch. And you could also use stairs. Lots of YouTube videos online on eccentric calf raises and different ways that you can do those. So just search that term, and you'll get a lot of great videos on showing you how to do that. So. All right, lifting session done, run done earlier this morning. Now it's time for the work day, but real fast before I leave you guys for the day, I just want to go over the plan for the week for training. Originally the plan was 90 with a few doubles, starting to introduce that this week. But given the situation with my calf, I'm going to pivot a little bit. I'm going to keep it down at 80 this week, but start to introduce a few double sessions with the bike instead. And I think the bike is an excellent tool to utilize for runners in kind of a transitory phase like this, where you're increasing running mileage or increasing training volume, but kind of want to bridge the gap like I'm doing with some extra biking. It's also a great tool for recovering from an injury, recovery after a race. I utilize the bike quite a bit in my training. I'll touch more on that later, but yeah, that's the plan for the week. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for a track workout. So hope you have a great day. See you guys soon.